Okay, this Monday is no different to any other, and except that it's never happened before. But neither is a philosophy. On Mondays, I like to teach some sort of legato or picking thing or something like that. And today I wanted to do something like the Cascading Eric Johnson fives thing, but without having to get into fives. And I'll explain why as we go into the video. This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite... Alright, give it a rest, bud. Anyway, the All Access Pass membership is available for $150 off at the moment up till Christmas Eve. If you're looking for an opportunity to get in at that, so $99 for access to all of the Truefire stuff for a year. Pretty good deal. In this intro here, I'm going to do a bunch of variations of this lick, but the tab for kind of this lesson will be up on Patreon, as well as that backing track if you want to play over it. I also wanted to just shout out that I've done a full transcription, well, Daniel Martinez has done a full transcription of an improvisation. This was requested, so if you're ever looking for full transcriptions, there are now 6 up there on Patreon. For the full transcriptions, there's the £5 a month, like a coffee a month kind of tier. Patreon encouraged you to do higher prices. I thought, as there's more Patreons, we can keep the price lower, is kind of the idea. But £2 a month is where you get the backing tracks and normal lick lesson videos, but just at a higher tier if you want to get the full transcriptions of a few intros or make a request for a full transcription. I guess I first of all should sort of mention that I'm a huge Eric Johnson fan, but before that I was a big John Petrucci fan, and so a lot of my stuff that I worked on picking wise was strictly alternate picking, and alternate picking works best when it's kind of even amounts of notes. So the whole cascading fives thing of Eric Johnson doesn't necessarily fit so well under the hand, so you get like this. This kind of thing. So if you do it strict alternate picking, so you start on a down, then up, down, up, down, up. Whereas I think what he actually does is something like down, then down, down, down. And you can hear that sounds really weird when I try to do it because it's basically against my nature. So what I wanted to do was instead show you like a little bit of a setup which I think sounds basically similar, if not a little bit faster, because we're going to get one more note per thing, and it's a little bit kind of more straightforward. So our setup is going to be like that. So 11, 13, 11, 14, 11, 14. And that's, I think, straight out of the Joe Bonamassa Eric Johnson playbook. So 13, 14, 13, 11, 14, 11. That could be a really good exercise in itself. Quite a fun one. Okay. Okay, and you notice that at the top we've got 3 notes in a pentatonic. So if you were in any other shape, you're kind of going to be reaching above for that kind of 3-note setup, but in this shape here we can just use that hexatonic note. So that's 13th fret, which wouldn't normally be in the scale. Fit that in. And then the way that I kind of thought sounded quite good is if you go back up to the second note. So not your highest note, but the second note. So 11, 13, 11, 14, 11, 13, 11. And then we're going to jump back down a string, so you get 6 notes. So nice and tidy picking wise. 14, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 13, 11, 14, 11, and then one more note to really finish it off on the beat. So or you could do something like okay, so the next logical thing for me would be to take that into each other pentatonic position. I'll put this in the Patreon tab. Something like that. There's another. Here's another. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Now the other thing you could do, and I'll do this as well for a couple of them. So that's our start bit, we'll keep that same. Then descend 6 and then shift up to your next shape or down a shape. And you can kind of extend the lick in that way. You can switch it up in that kind of way. You could also start this next lick here instead of, so you get one note on the top string, kind of hard. So some ideas there around other things you could do. Relaxed picking hand, and you're going to want to angle the pick. I sort of angle it, I don't know if you can see, like this. So you've got like downward pick slanting, is that? Yeah, downward, and then also like 45 degrees. And this is starting to feel over the years a bit more natural. Anyway, that's the lick. As I say, if you want some full transcriptions, there's now 6 up on Patreon in the highest tier, which is still just £5 a month, so like a coffee a month. Hopefully that's affordable for folks who are interested in that. But I've also put up where you can get my backing tracks and the normal lick lessons there's the Johnny budget tier where you can get £2 a month. So hopefully that helps people, you know, decide whether that's for them or not. I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers.